the the Geeky Girls Knit Podcast.
The most important knitting podcast of your week.
I don't know that I would go that far. She's mimicking a TV show that we're going to talk about in what we're watching. Yeah. So yes, this is the Geeky Girls Knit Podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Damaris, also known as Damaris Dash, a bit weird.
And we're glad to have you today. I'm sorry, I think we're going to laugh through the whole episode. This is episode 86. Salute. And today is Wednesday, the 23rd of April, 2014. We'd like to say a big welcome back to all of our returning viewers. We love you. You're amazing. Fantastic. See what I did there? And a big hello to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. Hope you enjoy the show. We have some members who have introduced themselves in the Ravelry group this week, and so we want to give them a shout out. So Damaris, shout out.
Christine Hart, who's Chris from Wisconsin. Anna H, who's Anna from Sussex. Jonathan G881, who is Jonathan from Scotland. Teach in BPS, who is Susan. Aloternauts, maybe, who's Anne from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Christy Rose, who is Christy from Louisiana. Tulip 102903, who's Andrea from Fort Worth, Texas. And Crazy Kira, who is Kira from northern Manitoba, Canada.
So thank y'all so much for joining the group and introducing yourselves. If you have not joined our Ravelry group, hit pause and go find us right now. Geeky Girls Knit Podcast. Go ahead. Oh wait, it's okay. You think they've done it? Okay. So now that you've done that, find the introduce yourself thread and introduce yourself, and we'll give you a shout out next week. See how awesome that is? And you know what else? If you're not a member of our group, you cannot enter and you can't win any of our giveaways or any of our cow prizes or anything. So you need to join the group so that you can be able to win prizes. Because prizes are awesome. Prizes also. We have a lot to talk about this week and a lot to show you. So we probably should get started. You ready? All right, here we go.
To talk about what's on our needles and spindles.
So Mare, what is on your needles and spindles?
Spindles first.
Spindles first. What is this?
It's some fiber. It's 50 grams of something.
North Ronaldsay fiber.
North Ronaldsay fiber from Hilltop Cloud Learn Spin Kit.
And did you meet your challenge of the week?
Yes.
What was your challenge?
To get my ball of fiber down to 15 grams, and it is. So this is 35 grams. Yes.
You haven't wound off?
Oh,
no, you wound off. So this would be 10 grams.
Yes.
So shall your challenge for next week be to be finished with the ball? Or just to be down to 5 grams?
5.
Okay, that's your challenge. You heard it here first. Be down to 5 grams, and then you know what's going to be the challenge the week after that.
Get it all plied.
Finish spinning it and ply it.
Ooh, will all this yarn fit on here?
I don't know. I am not 100% sure, so I'm putting this in the show notes that you're going to be down to, to 5 grams. 5 grams by next week. It's very fluffy. I like it. What do you think?
Yes.
Yes. All right, what else is on your needles and spindles? Okay, so let's see. We want to go, this is how it goes. It folds right here. You're not folding.
Ta-da.
Yeah, this goes this way. And this is actually the back. Okay, so tell them what this is.
This is the Delancey cardigan by Alexis Winslow. I'm using US 9s, which are 5.5 millimeters, And the yarn is King Cole Merino Blend DK in the bark and slate blue colorways.
So, I hope you didn't hear that. That was either a baby screaming or an animal screaming.
It's kind of like a cat.
It may have been a cat going. We have our windows open because it's beautiful today. So you might hear some ambient noise from outdoors. If it gets loud, we'll close the windows. Okay. So what do you think about this cardigan?
Yes. Wow. I've connected the two pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And
Are you liking the colors together?
yes.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about it?
No.
Okay. You want me to talk about mine? Okay, because I'm knitting the same pattern just in a bigger size.
And different colors.
And different colors. Same yarn, different colors. Okay. So let's see how we're going to do this because I got a lot accomplished on it this week. Okay. So this is the back. All the way down there. This is one of the fronts. Here, unrolled like this. I get
I
excited.
can hold it for you.
It's okay. But I finished the other front. And it was very strange to me because up here you're working and you're decreasing and you're decreasing and you're like, why are you decreasing down to just a couple stitches? Well, it's because it goes whoop, and then you have your shoulder seam so that your stripes continue. Brilliant. I'm doing mine on US 8s, 5mm needles, and I'm using the King Cole Merino Blend DK, but in the silver and dusky pink colorway. And I love it, love it, love it. So I'm working on the back now. And then I'll have to do the rest of this other front, and then join them, and then I think you do the sleeves next, and then you do the bottom band and the button band and collar and all that jazz. I have finished 6 out of 17 skeins, and I have started another skein. So if I go by yarn amounts, I'm over 35% done, which makes me think it's going to take a lot of yarn to do those sleeves. Either that or it's going to be a lot of yarn on the back and the other front, because they're just 50-gram balls, right? Yeah, so it's only 123 yards, 112 meters per skein, so yeah. Okay, what else? I am still working on the Hub's birthday socks. They are nearing completion. They're just plain vanilla socks with the OMG heel. I think last week I was only about down here on the foot, so I finished the foot and did the heel, and I'm on the leg. I'm doing these on US 1.5s, 2.5mm in the Four Seasons Grundle Hot Socks print in the 519 colorway. So I think I have about 20 more rows on the leg and then the ribbing, and I will be done because I showed you all the finished one previously. I'm also still working on the super secret project number 3. It is nearing completion. I'm hoping to have it done by this weekend, so that I can get it out to testers hopefully towards the end of next week. And I can tell you that these 3 patterns that I've been working on are going to be sold in conjunction with a yarn club, and sign-ups will hopefully start in mid to late May. And I'm trying to make the computer stay on. There we go. I'm showing it stay on. In mid to late May, with the yarn being delivered, I believe, in July, August, and September. But as soon as I have all those details worked out with the dyer, we'll get that information out so that you can sign up if you're interested in getting some yarn with sock patterns that go with it. So I will be excited to share all those details with you. And then the patterns will remain exclusive to the yarn club for I believe we said 6 months. I think that's right. After the Yarn Club ends, and then they'll be available on Ravelry as well. So, the only other thing I've got is my spinning. This is 50 grams of merino and tussle silk from the Border Tart on my lovely little Turkish spindle, and I am down to just a little bit left. How much was it when you weighed it? Do you remember?
No.
I think it was like maybe 12 grams left, and that was, I've spun since then, so I'm probably close to maybe 10 grams-ish or so. So that is getting done pretty quickly, and we keep trucking along. So I think we're ready for the next segment. All right, here we go.
Now we're going to talk about her finished projects.
No, only one I finished.
Oh.
I was just going to show the size difference. So, as I told y'all, I think last week and the week before, our knitting group, the Town Mouse Knitters, are knitting preemie and baby hats to donate. And so, I'm trying to get one done each week during April, May, and June. So this is number 3 that I finished this week. And I've done all of these with my hat pattern, the top-down preemie hat. On US 6's 4mm, and this one is Hayfield Bonus Chunky in the Sunflower colorway, that's the yellowy color, and the Robin Chunky in the silver colorway. This leftovers from some other stuff. And this one is, oh, I forgot to put in the show notes what size it is. I believe it's 26 week size. Yeah, 24 centimeters, 26 week size. So I told y'all that I had resized the pattern because, and made it into 7 different options. So this is the smallest, this is the step up, this is the largest. So there's 4 more in between the one I finished this week and the big one. So I'll be knitting one of every size so that I can do some new pictures. That's what I finished this week. And on to the next segment. And now it's time for my favorite part of our show. Our favorite part of my show. Yummies. 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 Damaris, what are yummies?
Yummies are our current favorite things, things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. First up this week, we're going to put the link to this in the show notes. So the Hubs actually found this and sent it to us. It was, it's called Journey Part 1 by Andrew Walker, and it was 15,000
images of the Western United States.
Mm-hmm. But they were taken, like, really quickly. What's that called when that's done? You know what I'm talking about? So it looks like video, but it's all still photos. Somebody please tell us what that's called.
Take a bunch of photos consecutively and stick them together, and they make.
Yeah, there's a name for that, and I can't think what it is. Anyway, it's amazing. It's just so gorgeous. Damaris and I watched it, and it was so beautiful. So we thought we would show it to y'all. Some of the pictures with the sky, all the stars, and falling stars. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. So we'll put a link to that in the show notes. Next up, I ran across this on the worldwide interwebs this week. It's a Doctor Who supercut of every instance from beginning in 2005 with
Christopher Eccleston.
Yes, number 9, who is behind your head. Nope, you went the wrong. Oh, there he is. Number 9. And number 10, David. And number 11, Matt. And then we had a little bit of Peter. And also some of the War Doctor. All thrown together. Of every instance when the words Doctor, the Doctor, just the Doctor, I am the Doctor, Doctor what, Doctor Who, and variations thereof are in. From Chris's Chris's episode all the way to Matt's last episode. It's like 10 minutes long, and it's hysterical.
But you said it was a couple hours.
Oh, no, that's right. Oh, yeah, that was the other one. Yeah, this one is like an hour and 10 minutes, I think. Oh my gosh, it's so long. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it's hysterical. It's like, doctor, what? Doctor who? Doctor. It was really funny. And it's got all these lovely doctors in it.
Now you have to put them back.
Okay, let's see if they can go back. Why don't you talk about that yarn right there that you got? Yeah, well, I put the doctors back.
We went to John Lewis and got yarn.
So what is this yarn for?
A gift.
What are you going to knit?
Something.
Are you not going to tell us?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. What kind of yarn is it?
Seardar Denim Ultra Mega Chunky with cotton and wool. I don't know why it's called Denim Ultra. It hasn't got any denim.
I think it's kind of that denim-y effect. You know how some jeans have like the whites and blues? I think this is probably in that line. Does it have a color name? No, it's just got a number.
0659.
And I also got yarn while we were there.
It's much prettier.
They're mini minis. So these are Regia, my first Regia.
Schackenmeyer.
Sure, Regia. And these are itty bitty. These are only 25 gram skeins, 105 meters, 115 yards. It's just got the number 01819 colorway. And I bought 2 of them to make some socks for gifts for a wee little lad. He's wee. He's a wee little lad.
Okay.
And his birthday is coming this summer, and he likes blue. And so I'm probably going to knit a couple of the patterns out of Claire Devine's Sock Anatomy book that we reviewed and gave away back in December-ish, maybe. It's amazing. It's like the perfect book for learning how to knit socks because they're all baby and toddler socks, but from toe up to cuff down to afterthought heels to short row heels, all different kinds, to teach you how to knit the socks. So I'll probably do a couple of those patterns. So that's the yarn. We also, where's mine? Okay, ready? Do you see what this is? Trailing clouds, mind the gap. So this yarn is it's a 12 stripe, and it's representative of
London Tube Line.
the London tube lines, and it's self-striping. It's 100 grams, 425 meters, 464 yards, 75% British blue-faced Leicester. I never say it right. And 25% nylon. And we got this. When are we going to knit this? July. Why?
Going to London.
We're going to London. We'll talk about that and more in just a little bit. But this is our lovely Mind the Gap yarn. We stopped the update and got it. I haven't decided if I'm going to do mine just plain vanilla socks or if I'm going to do something with a little design. We're going to close the window in just a second because I'm sure you can hear them with their machines outside doing something with the garden. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Now we're going to talk about GGK Crafty Pack. So we have a winner from last week's for the week 2 voting. And the winner was for day 13, the Take a Break picture. And the picture was taken by Jim Pumpkin, who is Andy on Ravelry, Andrea from Illinois. Hopefully you still can't hear that because now they are doing it right outside of our windows. Even with the windows closed, we can hear it a little. So Jim Pumpkin, Andy, you were the winner of the vote for the favorite photo for week 2. So send me a PM on Ravelry so that we can work out your prize. And we have new pictures to vote on this week. So we are going to post those on the Ravelry group, so make sure and go and vote for your favorite. Also, the May list is out. Well, it'll be out by the time you watch this. I've done the post and the blog post, I just haven't made it live. So by the time you watch this, the May list is live. What is our theme for May?
Numbers and shapes.
Numbers and shapes. So, we hope you'll join in on the fun. Just look at the prompts list, see what the prompt is for the day, take a picture, post it on Instagram with hashtag GGK Crafty Pack. You can also post it other places, including Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, etc. We pick our favorites from Instagram. So, we're going to stop now and put in
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
And those are the 5 you're going to vote on for your favorite. So here they come. Weren't those amazing pictures? Yeah. So make sure and go vote. This will be the week 3 voting, and then next week we'll do one more voting set. And thanks to everybody who's participating. It's a lot of fun to see your wonderful pictures. And thanks again to Knitter's Pride Knit Pro for sponsoring April's GGK Crafty Pack. Alright, Scotland. We did not make it to knitting group this week. We had a big day on Sunday. We'll talk about that in a minute. I forgot to put it in the show notes. So I was just too worn out. So we did not go to knitting group on Monday night. But if you're in the Edinburgh area, you should definitely come check out the Town Mouse Knitting Club that meets on Monday nights. We also did not go to Guild this week, just like as we had talked about, because Sunday was a big day. So, but the next meeting of the Edinburgh Guild of Weavers, Spinners, and Dyers is on May the 17th, and currently we are planning to be there. So, also want to remind you about the upcoming Indiebra Yarn Crawl that is coming up on Saturday the 21st of June from 11 to 5, being sponsored by Ginger Twist Studio, Kathy's Knits, and Be Inspired Fibers. And we are very much looking forward to that. So if you are anywhere near Edinburgh, you should definitely come down for the yarn crawl. Links to that information, more information on that are in the show notes. New event that we're going to be going to. So we mentioned that we're going to London in July. We are going to be attending Unwind Brighton on Saturday the 12th of July. And there is a podcaster meetup scheduled for 1 p.m. that day. We'll have more details for that soon. I don't even think I told you. I got an email from some of the other podcasters about the meetup yesterday. So we will be attending that, and we'll be doing some stuff in London too. We don't have all the plans worked out yet, but July, London, and Unwind Brighton. So we're really looking forward to that, and to meeting up with some other podcasters and viewers, and I need to order more buttons, badges. They call them badges over here. They're buttons. I call them buttons in the U.S., I think. But it's the same thing, badges. All of them are on Sarah Jane back there. So, if you're going, we would love to see you. You want to talk about what we did on Sunday?
We went to a friend's house.
For Easter. And what did we do? There was a lot of us. There was like 30 of us.
We ate food.
Good food. And then what happened?
Eggs.
And they had color-coded eggs for you. They didn't color-code them for the little ones, did they? No, just for you. And how many eggs did they hide for you?
I don't remember.
Like 16 or something? He had counted them so that she made sure and found them all. But he hid them in very difficult to find places, right?
Mm-hmm.
The question is, did you find them all? Was it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we just sat around visiting and chatting and knitting. I was knitting, of course. But it was fun. I'm glad we had some people to get together with for the Easter holiday. So, that's what we did this week. Anything else we want to talk about here in Yummies? Nope. All right, I think we're ready to move on to the next segment.
Now we're going to talk about what books we're reading and what TV we're watching.
So what are we reading, Damaris?
I finished Emma by Jane Austen.
And what did you think?
It's good.
Yeah? So now you just have to write your paper on it for school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is the next book up for you?
Probably Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, we need to finish that. That's a good idea. We should finish that. I don't remember how many we have left. We'll figure it out. I'm also still reading The Knitter's Life List, To Do, To Know, To Explore, To Make by Gwen W. Stieg. I'm towards the end of the sock chapter. So, it's really good still. And then I'm also still reading Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I finished reading Voyager and I'm reading Drums of Autumn now. So, anything else about what we're reading? Alright. Okay, hopefully you can't hear them working outside too much. We thought he was going away, but I don't know.
There's more than one.
We're just going to go ahead and hopefully you can't hear the lawnmower and stuff too loud. So, let's talk about TV.
Criminal Minds. We finished season 7.
Oh, I cried. What happened?
JJ and Will got married, and Emily left.
And I cried. And they were all dancing at the wedding. And, oh gosh, what's his name?
There are a lot of hymns.
The one that hosted the wedding.
Rossi.
I knew it began with an R. I couldn't put my finger on it. Rossi was so sweet. He set up the wedding secretly, and she didn't know about it. I mean, she knew that, I mean, he had, you know, with Will had proposed, but, yeah. Yeah. And then we
started season 8. We got through one episode.
Yeah. I bet we'll have some time this afternoon to watch some, so. We're getting close because, they're finishing up season 9 right now?
Yeah. Oh, it's almost season finale time.
So,
are you guys ready?
We're going to probably get caught up on that in the next few weeks. Alright. The Hubs and I finished watching season 1 of The Mentalist last night. Oh, gee. Did I wake you up when I screamed? I guess not.
I don't think so.
I
sometimes forget if I wake up.
It was like right after you had gone to bed. We were watching it, and there was this part, and I screamed.
Why?
I don't remember, but I screamed because it scared me. So that was good. It's really good. We're enjoying it. And then I've been watching some more of DCI Banks. I watched 4 of the 6 episodes in series 3. So, I'm not enjoying them as much as I did the first couple series. But it's okay. It's okay. Alright, what else did we finish?
Finished watching season 4 of Haven.
I am so ready for it to come back. Do we know when it's coming back?
Fall, probably.
Wait, you talk. I'll look on, see if there's anything on Wikipedia. You can talk about what we're watching now. I mean, Haven.
Well, Audrey is now not Audrey, but evil.
Yeah. Oh.
Her first self was apparently not good.
No. And what's his name from Eureka? Is
Colin Ferguson.
Oh, that's right. The first half will be aired in 2014 and the second half in 2015.
Twice as many episodes.
But it's going to be 13 episodes in 2014, so that means it's going to have to start no later than October. So, fall. And then the other 13 will be in 2015. Oh, apparently production for part 1 of the season began on April 22nd.
That was yesterday.
Yesterday, the production began. Because we're just like right in there with it. So, it was good. I'm ready to see what happens next. Okay, so we started watching something else and almost watched the entire show. Almost.
The Hour.
Okay, so it's a BBC
2
drama about
this new show in
And-
the 1950s.
and so tell them what you said at the beginning of the show, of this episode. How did they start their new show?
Hello, and welcome to The Hour. Most important 60 minutes of your week.
So that's what Damaris was referencing at the beginning of this episode. So we watched all of series 1, which was 6 episodes. The theme reminds me of Pink Panther. And they're
so
snapping.
much fun. But we can't keep up with the beats.
Yeah.
We can't keep
Oh
up.
gosh, it's so funny. Anyway, we watched all of series 1, and it has...
6 episodes.
No, that's not what I was going to say. Who is in it?
Ben Whishaw.
Ben Wishaw's in it. And then we've watched 4 of the 6 episodes of series 2, and who's in it?
Ben Whishaw.
And...
Romola Gari.
And...
Anna Chancellor. Peter
And-
Capaldi.
Peter Capaldi! Not in this outfit. Or with this hair. He's wearing glasses, actually, and his hair is kind of like down. Like this. Or 12. Let me fix your hair for you. Okay. You go over there. So we've watched 4 of the 6 episodes of that. So it's
I love it.
it's really good. Unfortunately, it got canceled after series 2.
And there have been lots of petitions and stuff to try and bring it back because that's worked before. But no.
Thus far, it has not worked. So,
And so cute. They're so cute. Freddie and Belle are so cute. They call each other James and Moneypenny, which is funny because Ben Whishaw is Q in the is Q in the Bond films.
that's right.
Well, one Bond film.
Yes. So, so we'll probably actually finish that tonight because most of our shows that are on Tuesday nights were not on last night. So, all right, so what's next?
Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Or Agents of Nothing. Or Agents of Hydra.
So what episode?
1.18, Providence.
Why don't you read what you had me write?
Oh no! Ward is evil! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Secret base in Canada. Fury's not dead! Oh no!
This is what she told me to write about the episode. It was very much an oh no, oh no, oh no episode.
Oh no.
And when is the new episode?
Yesterday.
Yeah, it was on last night. That one we do have to watch tonight.
1.19, The Only Light in Darkness.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. We also watched NCIS episode 11.21, Alleged. And the funniest line of the episode, Tony telling McGee, you can't buy me with your pepperoni. That was really funny. It was a really powerful episode about sexual assault. So they always do really amazing episodes. Next up is not until next week, the 29th of April, 11.22, Shooter. And then the Hubs and I are still watching NCIS LA. It must not have been a super memorable show because I don't really remember what happened. Yeah. Okay. Now we have Person of Interest, episode 3.20, Death Benefit. And so it was a very questioning episode. Was the machine really asking them to kill the congressman? And will Shaw be okay from being shot? And will they be able to find Harold?
Where's Harold?
So many questions. He's missing.
How?
He's just missing. He ran away because he's upset at the machine for asking them to kill the congressman.
Well, that's one way to deal with your emotions.
Mm-hmm. Next episode is next week, 3.21 beta. Yeah, because they're doing the bad people are doing a beta test and they're hunting for Harold. All right, next up is Arrow, episode 2.19, The Man Under the Hood. So Laurel is dealing with knowing the truth about Oliver being the Arrow, and her dad doesn't want to know who the Arrow is, and then Thea is really angry still about being lied to, about Malcolm Merlyn being her dad. And Slade made an army of bad guys using Roy's blood.
What?
Because it's got a drug. There was a drug that they gave him, and that like makes them super strong, bad guys. And so they made using his blood. They were able to make more of it to infect other people. And then Felicity has reached out to Star Labs to figure out a cure. And it had the two of the people in it that are going to be in the Flash spinoff that CW is doing. From Star Labs.
Okay.
Yeah. Next episode is actually tonight, 2.20, Seeing Red. Unforgettable, we're watching season 2. I don't think I have anything to say about it. It's just kind of a good show. I really just kind of enjoy it. It's not one of those that taxes my mind about keeping up with 30 gazillion storylines. It's just pleasant to watch. I mean, it's about murder, so it's not pleasant, but it's a good show to watch. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And then we've got Once Upon a Time, season 3. What happened this week? Do you remember?
Cora.
Oh yeah, young Cora. Yeah, that's all I remember. And then The Crimson Field. I got it right this time. Season 1. It's a really interesting show. It's been interesting watching it while we're watching The Hour.
Because Una Chaplin is also in The Hour.
Yeah. Confuses my brain. Okay, you want to talk about the next one?
Ooh. Can you dig it?
Can you dig it?
Castle. 6.20. That 70s show. Okay, so basically let me give you the lowdown on this episode.
Can you dig it?
Everyone was in ridiculous outfits and everyone was ridiculous. Especially Ryan and Espo. I mean, we've just reached the heights of ridiculosity.
So, like, the premise of the show was somebody found this gangster mob guy buried in cement in a building that was being torn down from 1978, and one of the main witnesses of the whole situation was stuck in the 70s, and so they like changed the police station into the 70s and the morgue into the 70s, and then they went to a disco that was the 70s.
Let's boogie.
It was crazy.
Can you
dig it? Yeah. And the other part was about Martha trying to do the wedding flowers. And it was pink. Pink, pink, pink. Pink, pink, pink. Pink, 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 pink. Very pink. And a photo made of flowers. It was a lot. So, can you dig it? So when's the next episode?
On the 28th of April.
That's next week.
Yeah. 6.21, Law and Border.
And then we're watching season 9 of Bones. And so Celie is still in the running for that job.
Mm-hmm.
And Bones was writing, answering questions about him since she's his partner. And of course, she went like overboard and is writing like what they give like 3 lines for, she wrote like 20 pages for. It was kind of funny. Anything else about Bones? can't think of anything else. All right, and then finally,
Warehouse 13.
what episode?
5.2 Secret Services.
You want me to say what I wrote?
Sure.
Sure. You know, because there's only 4 episodes left, because this is a 6-episode season ending the series. So Pete really has real feelings for Micah, and he puts the ball in her court about it. After they worked with that couple, the team from the other team from the Secret Service, and they got married secretly. And then Claudia finds out the truth about her sister and intends to save her somehow. And of course, everything's going to go crazy and awry and havoc when she does this. So what's next week's episode?
5.3 Affair to Remember. Mr. Vincent Nigel Murray. And that one guy from Alphas.
Yeah. But fair is F-A-I-R-E, so it's like going back in time. Are they going back in time?
No. Probably just a Renaissance fair.
Oh, yeah.
With some sort of artifact, you know?
All right, and that is the television for this week. So we should move on to the next segment.
Now we're going to talk about March, April, May, Cal.
What? You got it right! Also known as the May, April, March Cal.
Where is Where is April marching to?
May. February.
What?
I don't know. So
Her names are Kid February.
What?
What? April is a name, a March is a verb, and May is
Mother, may I?
something. You're asking. So May, April, March.
To February.
Names are Kid February. May, April, March to February and January.
Yes. So what are we knitting in this knit along?
Sweaters.
Sweaters. And what kind of sweaters count?
Any child, adult, or baby's sweater. That's in the wrong order.
Well, that kind of goes with the May, April, March cow. And feel free to double dip in other cows and all that jazz. You couldn't have started it before March 1st, and you have to finish it by May 31st. We had 2 finished sweaters this week.
Ooh. Finished by Pam on Mars and Andy.
And Andy is the one who won our GGK Crafty Pack picture.
Ooh.
So way to go. So great job, y'all. So keep knitting those sweaters and get them posted in the FO thread. And there will be prizes. All right, on to the next segment. And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, the part of our show where you ask us a question and we answer it. So this week's question comes from one of our most prolific question askers. I think this is the 3rd question we've answered of hers, which is great. We love to answer your questions. This question is from Sundaisy920, who is Angie from Texas, and she said, Damaris dash a bit weird, you know, because it was hyperlinked in, earburned in the Ravelry thread. I'd love to hear you read us some poetry, so what is your favorite poem and why? If you'll remember a few weeks ago, we were talking about poetry, and I said somebody should ask. And so Angie did. So Damaris, why don't you share with us?
I rather like Emily Dickinson's poetry.
Okay. Do you have a favorite of hers?
Yes.
Okay, are you going to read it to us?
Yes.
Okay.
Hope is the thing with feathers.
Okay.
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings a tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me.
Is there a particular reason you like that one?
It sounds very harmonic,
Okay.
and it's very nice.
Okay.
I also like E.E. Cummings' Somewhere I Have Never Traveled Gladly Beyond.
Do you have that one?
No, but I remember the last stanza.
Okay.
I do not know what it is about you that closes and opens, yet something in me knows the voice of your eyes is deeper than all roses. Nobody, not even the rain, has such small hands.
Very nice. And what do you like about his poetry?
It's very different.
He's the one that does everything in lowercase, isn't he?
Yes, and doesn't use spaces sometimes. And he has one that is very strange. The title is Grasshopper, but the letters are mixed together and hyphenated. And I can't make any sense of it.
Is it like the grasshopper hopping?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, it might be. I don't know.
All right. Do you have any others you'd like to share with us?
Emily Dickinson is just very good.
Okay.
One need not be a chamber to be haunted. One need not be a house. The brain has corridors surpassing material place.
Nice. Was that one that I saw on the opposite page about Sherlock?
Yes.
Why don't you share that one with us? Who wrote it?
Vincent Starrett in 1943. Well, it was published in 1943.
And what's it called?
221B.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here dwell together still two men of note who never lived and so can never die. How very near they seem, yet how remote, that age before the world went all awry. But still the game's afoot for those with ears attuned to catch the distant view halloo. England is England yet for all our fears, only those things the heart believes are true. A yellow fog swirls past the window pane as night descends upon this fabled street. A lonely hansom splashes through the rain. The ghostly gas lamps fail at 20 feet. Here, though the world explode, these two survive, and it is always 1895.
That's a good one. I like that one. All right. Do you have anything else you want to say about poetry? Good job. All right. So if you have a question for us, what should they do?
You should go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread on Ravelry and post it.
And we are just answering them in order, and you can ask us about anything. Homeschooling, crafting, Scotland, health, what brand of tea we drink, Sainsbury's, and some others. Good Earth is amazing. And we will get to your question eventually. We're just going down the thread and answering them as we come to them. All right, we are ready to move on to the next segment. All right, what are we going to do now?
We're going to review something.
We're going to review what we showed you last week, Pom Pom Quarterly. This is the spring 2014 edition. This is issue number 8. It is a UK magazine, although with as thick as the paper is, it doesn't feel like a magazine to me. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see if we can see how many pages it has, but I don't know. It looks like let's see, that's 78, 80, 81. About 83 pages, so just under 100 pages. One of my favorite things about this is when you purchase it, if you purchase a hard copy, you get a code. I'm not going to show you my code, but it's inside the back of the front cover to get it digitally, and it will go right into your Ravelry library. So that's pretty awesome. So this issue has 8 patterns. Yes. And I love the pictures. The photography in this is just gorgeous. So this magazine, they put the photos and descriptions at the front and all the patterns in the back. So we can just show you all. Since there's not that many, we'll show you all of them. So this is Water Lily by Megan Fernandez. What do you think of this one?
I like it.
Yeah, I think it'd be a nice summer top.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is, I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, Solja by Anna Maltz. I like it, except for I'm not good at color work, so I don't know if I can do that, but I think it's very pretty.
It's very cute.
Yeah, it'd be a nice fall sweater. This one is, oh dear, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right. Aminata by...
Aminato.
Okay, by, is that Ree?
Mm.
the designer's Ree. And it'd be a lovely spring cardigan. And of course, I love her hair. But that'd be just nice to layer with over, and you could dress it up or down. You know, you could put it over a fancy dress, or you could wear it with jeans and a t-shirt. Next up, this is one of my favorites. This is Brill by Anna Wilkinson, and I adore this even more because it is knit out of hand-dyed yarn from our favorite local yarn store, Ginger Twist Studio. I love, love, love this pop-up lime green. I'm thinking about maybe doing it in maybe a hot pink and turquoise with the lime green accent. How would that look? That'd be awesome. And then we have the Moss and Deer Horns hat by Sylvia Bobilvia. I like her hair too.
Is the same lady?
Yep. It's different looking hair though. That's a nice hat for when it rains. Oh, I also love this one a lot. Brawley by Maria Olson. I think it would look amazing in hot pink and...
I think anything would look amazing in
lime
any shade of pink.
Hot pink and lime green. Wouldn't that look gorgeous in hot pink and lime green? You like that one? Yeah. Okay, what about this one? Aroha by Rachel Coopy. Love this hair too. It's the same girl, but I still like it. This would be a nice, just light scarf for spring because it's not super heavy. It's done, I'm not sure what weight of yarn. I'd have to see it in the back.
I like this one.
What is this one?
Confetti by
Sonia Bargelowska. And so it's a cropped look. I love the flower detail to close it. Mm-hmm. Inspired by April showers. Ooh, this is a steeked one. We've never done steeking before. And then after the patterns, it does some photography and essays. So there's one called Homegrown that talks about going from flax to finished garment with some lovely photos. And then there is an essay called Mary, Mary, Quite Contrary.
Pressing, what?
No, that's the upcoming one. This is the one about craft icon, Mary Delaney. Then this one is the one you were talking about, A Pressing Matter. It talks about pressing flowers.
Seaweed.
Oh, Seaweed. That's right. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I've read it. There's not a ton of ads in here, which I love. They're very, I mean, we are on page 41 and we've just come to the first ad. And so I really like that about it. Then there's one called Collective Joy. And this one's actually written by the podcaster and blogger behind A Playful Day.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
Says it's about...
No.
Oh.
She wrote it. And it's talking about animals. And then we come to the patterns section. And there's a good abbreviations page. And then all the patterns, and they also put pictures back here too to help you along. And their charts are really well done. I'm trying not to show too much. And they also do really good diagrams for blocking. Pattern. Oh, here's a full picture of Brill. Isn't that gorgeous? It's so lovely. And then I'm trying to get to the part I wanted to show you. A brilliant tutorial on steeking. And I love that it looks handwritten and the picture's hand drawn. That just really is a step above. I really like how they did that. They also do a Latvian braid tutorial. And then talking about subscribing. And then it comes with a recipe for
chocolate bergamot cookies.
And then finally it has a page about the designers. A copy of this retails for £9.50, and that is for the hard copy as well as the digital copy. You can also, from their website, which is pompommag.com, you can purchase digital-only copies of each of the issues so far, and those are £8. If you want to purchase a subscription, their current subscription section is for issues 9 through 12. So that would be summer 2014, fall 2014, winter 2015, and spring 2015. And it retails for £30 for both the hard copy and digital copy, plus shipping. So for here in the UK, it's £37, Europe is £44, and the rest of the world is £47.60p. So it's a great price versus purchasing them each individually. I'm very, very impressed, and there are definitely some things in here that I want to knit. You too? We picked it up at our local yarn shop, but you can also pick it up online. So, Pom Pom Quarterly. Way to go. And they are hosting the, I told you a minute ago, what was it called? The Unwind Brighton Seaside Shindig at Unwind Brighton, which we'll be going to. I'm not sure if we'll make it to the shindig or not, but possibly. It's on Saturday night, starting at 7:30. And it says it's the ultimate knitting and yarn pub quiz with a yarn tasting goodie bag, live music, and DJ sets, all in Brighton. And tickets are £12. So if you're planning to go to Unwind Brighton, Pom Pom Quarterly is sponsoring that part of it. So that's our review. Pom Pom Quarterly. Pick up a copy. And with that, we come to the end of our show. We did have a question for y'all. We had been talking about it, and then somebody also PM'd us this week about it. We wanted to see if there was any interest in us hosting a Tour de Fleece team. So we've never participated in Tour de Fleece since we just really learned how to spin in the fall. So, but our understanding is it's similar to the Ravelinic games that we participated in during the Olympics. And there's some teams that they form, but then you also can do other teams. So would y'all comment in the Ravelry thread for this episode, or on the blog, or PM us or whatever, and let us know if there's any interest in us hosting a Tour de Fleece team. I believe Tour de Fleece is in July. It's the same time as the Tour de France. I'll have to look it up and see when it is. But let us know if there's any interest in that, and we will talk about it and see what we can come up with. All right, anything else?
No.
All right, so why don't you tell them where to find us online?
You can find us at geekygirlsknit.blogspot.com. There are links to everywhere else we are online: iTunes, YouTube, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
Yes. And thanks for watching. We hope y'all have an amazing rest of the week. We love you. And bye, and happy knitting.
Thank you, and good night.